How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing week 11 of the local tournament reports. Now this week I did end up taking Exosister, and unfortunately it was my worst week yet. I did end up going 0-4. Basically, I think the deck is really cool and has an interesting concept, and in a certain format I think it will be a lot better. And if I had a little bit more of the better powerhouse cards to put in the deck, such as the Utopia package and DPE, I know that the deck can do a lot better with those strong win conditions, so to say, which a lot of builds do run that. So, I gotta record the good weeks and the bad weeks, and unfortunately this was a really bad week. So I'll just run over the deck really quickly, show you guys what I decided to play, and my thoughts on the deck, like I usually do. So to go over my matches really quickly, again, I did end up losing all 4 of my matches. Well, technically I only lost 3, and then the 4th round I didn't really feel like playing it out, so I did end up taking the L there. But round 1 I played Phantom Knight. I lost that game 0-2. Round 2 I played a Raid Raptor mixed with Dragon Link type deck, which is pretty cool. Ended up going into a game 3 with that, but I ended up losing. And then round 3, played against a Lairless deck using the Tri-Brigade monsters. So Tri-Brigade Lairless, I guess. Ended up losing that 0-2, and like I said, round 4, I did end up just losing or giving the match to my opponent. So yeah, nothing too crazy. Only have 2 packs, which I'll be opening at the end of the video. So yeah, let's go and get right into the profile. Starting off with the Exosisters, 3 Ellis, 3 Irene, 3 Stella, and just 2 Sophia. For the hand traps, 3 Ash Blossom Joy Spring, 3 Effect Veiler, 2 DD Crow, and the 1 Honest. For the spells, 3 Exosister packs, 2 Pot of Desires, 1 Armament, and 1 Called by the Grave. Now this is where I kind of feel like I messed up with the deck, so definitely can change this up a lot. Definitely want to mess around with the deck a lot more, just to get it to where I feel a little bit more comfortable with it, and hopefully do better the next time I choose to play this deck. So 3 Crackdown, 3 Imperm, 3 Strike, and 3 Warning, alongside 1 of the Exosister Vadis. That'll round off the main deck. For the extra deck, really quick, we got the Exosister links, and I only run 1 of each of the different ones, and then I run 3 of the Malachias, just because I feel like the Malachias is the better one since it searches and it gets a banish. But yeah, I only like the 1 of each of these other Exosister Xyz monsters, but you can mess around with the ratio a lot. So these ones like lock down the graveyard and stuff like that, which is nice, and then this boosts the Xyz monsters by 800, which can be very nice. For the generic stuff, we got 1 Cowboy, 1 Exton Knight, 1 101, and 1 Zeus. Like I said, definitely having Utopia package would be a lot better. For the links, 1 Phoenix, 1 of the Celine, 1 Unicorn, 1 Borreload, and 1 Boral Sword Dragon to run off the deck. The links, don't really go into them too often, but again, I may have made a lot of mistakes with the deck, so maybe if you run a different build, you can do a lot more plays. But I only went into Phoenix once, and I think I went into Selene once during the tournament. Made Zeus a couple times, and then the 101 Exxon Knight and the Cowboy definitely replaced with the Utopia package for sure. Be way more beneficial. And like I said, with the Exosister Xyz, This is by far the best one. Being able to detach the search and then getting a banish that does target, unfortunately, but it is a nice interruption. And then these ones just kind of lock down the graveyard. This one, neither player can special summon monster from the graveyard for the rest of the turn, and this one, effect cannot be activated in the graveyard. So pretty cool. And then this one just boosts the attack of all Xyz monsters by 800. You can push for that extra damage, which can be very nice. Then, like I said, I feel like the traps is where it kind of messed up with the deck building. The Vadis, really nice. Can bump it up to 2 for sure. This special summons 2 of the Exosisters that have each other in their card text. So like Irene and Sophia, and Stella, and Alice, which is pretty nice. Being able to chain it when they're about to activate a graveyard effect that banishes or adds a card to the, from the graveyard to the hand can plus really nicely. Like I said, 3 warning, 3 strike, 3 imperm I'd probably keep, but the warning and the strikes, I mean, they're nice, but people can just play through it so easily, and you know, you lose so much life points. So definitely could just run different cards, maybe better utility cards, maybe some more of the pots would be nice. And then the 3 crackdown, like I said, I feel like these ones will be getting cut from the next build. Just too slow, and the deck needs more of a win condition. So like I was saying, a lot of people are running the DPE packages and stuff like that, which is nice. So yeah, definitely feel like my biggest error in the deck building was the traps. But the spells, Called by the Grave was nice, of course, always nice to see it. Armament, I wish it was just a regular quick play spell. I wish it didn't require you to activate it on your opponent's turn. But you can activate it on your turn if they have a monster special summon the graveyard, which isn't too often, at least in this format. 2 Desires, nice for draw power, and then the 3 packs, really great. Be able to search anything and even get a special summon if the monster you search has the name of one of the cards on the field or graveyard in the card text, so very nice. And then the hand traps, another area where I feel like I kind of just slowed the deck down. Honest was nice, came up a couple times. 2 DD Crow, I feel like I should have decided this, to be honest. 3 Veiler and 3 Ash, maybe cut the Veiler down to 2 and keep the 3 Ash, maybe. I just felt like a lot of times I would open nothing but hand traps, and in this deck, that is definitely not good since there's not really too many 1-card starters. And then for the monsters, of course they all get effects when your opponent moves cards from the graveyard to Exceed with them for an Exosister monster. This one, along with the Irene, is extra draw power. If you draw another Exosister monster, you get to draw a card, and then if Irene is on the field, you can return one of your Exosister cards from your hand to the bottom of the deck and draw 1 card. So pretty nice for draw power. And then the Stella and the Alice are for spamming the board with the Exosisters. During the main phase, you get to special summon a Exosister monster. And if the card that's in the text for Stella, of course, is Alice, and then Sophia's Irene, if they're on the field and they activate their effects, you get to gain 800 life points, which can be cool for like time situations. But yeah, overall, the deck was really fun to try out. I definitely felt like the biggest error was just my deck building personally. I know it's kind of weird having a deck profile, but like I said, you have to record the good weeks and the bad weeks, and unfortunately I just got it wrong this week for the Exosisters. But overall, a really, really cool deck to try out. And if you are playing this deck, go and let me know the cards you are trying out. Always nice to see what you guys are playing. Alright, so for the packs really quickly, only the 200 packs unfortunately, but it is what it is. I'm also going to be keeping track of all the pulls on the channel. Now, I did end up trading some cards that I did pull from previous weeks, but these are the ones that I kept, and a couple were opened off camera, such as the Lyrilisc and the Warrock, which they're not too expensive, but yeah, I'll be keeping them in the binder. So let's go and start off with the OTS pack, see if maybe I can get lucky. So, just a super, but a pretty decent one. Dustin Hero Dasher as a super rare. I think the best super rare in the set. And then one of the Dimension Force. See if I can get maybe a secret or a decent ultra would be nice. Nope, just a super rare to round off the packs. So nothing great, but until next time, I'll see you guys later.